It's official, Meghan Markle is out, and not in the usual tabloid drama kind of way. According to fresh reporting from Us Weekly, Prince William and Princess Catherine have effectively cut Meghan out of their lives for good. No calls, no texts, no polite Christmas card exchange, just silence. This isn't the typical royal gossip that fades in a week. It's a cold, calculated move that feels like the end of a chapter. The palace halls are buzzing with whispers, but Meghan's name is barely spoken. How did a fairy tale romance spiral into this icy divide? What pushed the royals to such an extreme? Let's unravel this saga. The fuse was lit on May 2, 2025, when Prince Harry sat down for a BBC interview in sunny California, far from the grey skies of London. He didn't hold back, claiming King Charles has stopped taking his calls over a heated legal battle about security in the UK. Harry lost a major appeal that day, fighting for the same protection senior royals get so his kids, Archie and Lilibet, could visit safely. He went further, dropping a bombshell. He hinted at shadowy figures influencing the decision and even invoked his mother, Princess Diana, suggesting some want history to repeat itself. It was a gut-punch move, especially with Charles navigating health challenges. Reports say he's been quietly managing a serious condition since early 2024. A May 2025 YouGov poll shows Harry's approval in Britain at a dismal 27%, a far cry from his days as the nation's favorite prince. Back in 2018, he was the charming spare, marrying Meghan in a globally watched ceremony at St. George's Chapel. Now, his words are seen as betrayal. Sources close to the palace called the interview a low blow, accusing Harry of exploiting his father's fragility for sympathy. He claimed he wants reconciliation, but his approach, airing private grievances on global TV, only deepened the rift. The fallout was swift, and it set the stage for something bigger. Prince William's reaction wasn't loud or fiery. It was like a winter storm, silent, chilling, and deliberate. Insiders describe him as a man who doesn't rage but plans, his anger cold and strategic. The BBC interview was the tipping point, but the tension's been brewing for years. Think back to 2020, when Harry and Meghan stepped back as senior royals, citing media pressure and lack of support. Then came the Oprah interview in 2021, where they claimed a royal raised concerns about Archie's skin color. Harry's memoir Spare in 2023 spilled more secrets, painting William as distant and the palace as a cage. Each move chipped away at William's patience. A source told Us Weekly he's done with the constant drama, no more calls, no more olive branches. Meghan's name is off limits, not just with him but across their inner circle. A May 2025 poll shows William's approval at 75%, a testament to his steady leadership as Prince of Wales. He's not just protecting his family, he's safeguarding the monarchy's future. With King Charles's health fragile, reports suggest ongoing treatment with limited public appearances, William stepping into a protector role, making tough calls to keep the crown above the fray. But there's a deeper, more human side to this decision, one tied to the woman at his side. Kate's journey has been the heart of this story. In January 2025, Princess Catherine announced she was in remission after a year of battling cancer, a diagnosis that shook the world in March 2024. Her treatment was grueling, chemotherapy, surgeries, and endless hospital visits, but she emerged stronger, returning to her duties with a quiet resilience. She's a mother of three, a patron of charities, and a symbol of grace, but stress is her enemy. Meghan's name, once just a source of irritation, is now a trigger for anxiety. Palace staff have strict orders: don't bring her up. It's not about holding a grudge, it's about survival. Kate's been through too much to let old wounds fester. Insiders say the drama, Oprah, Netflix, the memoir, took a toll the public never saw. One source put it bluntly: even if Harry finds a way back, Kate will never see Meghan again. Back in 2018, Kate and Meghan seemed friendly, with Kate lending her support as Meghan navigated royal life. But cracks formed fast, rumors of a falling out before the wedding, whispers of Meghan's demands clashing with Kate's calm approach. By 2020, the divide was clear. Kate's focus now is her family and her health, and William's her fierce strong protector. She's insisted on this boundary, and he's backing her fully. But what's happening on Meghan's side of the Atlantic? Meghan's star isn't shining as brightly as it once did. In 2018, she was a global icon, marrying into royalty, breaking barriers as a biracial American actress, and charming the world with her advocacy. Fast forward to 2025, and the narrative's shifting. Her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, launched in January 2025 to lukewarm reviews. Some praised its cozy vibe, but others called it staged, noting it wasn't even filmed in her Montecito home. Her lifestyle brand, as ever, debuted with artisanal jams, teas, and homeware, But the buzz fizzled quickly. Online critics mocked the $50 jam jars, and sales reports suggest it's underperforming. Hollywood's cooling on her too. Edward Enninful, former Vogue UK editor, was once a key ally, hyping her 2019 Vogue guest edit as a cultural milestone. But sources say he grew weary of her demands. Insiders describe tense meetings, last-minute changes, and a diva vibe that left staff drained. Their fallout wasn't publicized, but his silence speaks volumes. This isn't new for Meghan. Former staff have described volatile moods, and allies like Jessica Mulroney and Serena Williams have gone quiet. The charm that carried her from suits to palace halls is losing its pull, and the royal silence is making it worse. They're not engaging, not reacting, just letting her narrative fade. But where does Harry fit into this unraveling story? Harry's caught in a no-man's land, torn between his royal roots and the life he's built with Meghan. The palace hasn't fully shut him out. He's still family, still the king's son. But the conditions for reconciliation are steep. No more tell-all interviews, no more Netflix specials, no more airing private grievances. His May 2025 BBC interview was a plea for connection. He spoke of missing the UK, of wanting his kids to know their heritage, but said security fears keep them away. It was emotional, but it backfired. He painted the royals as cold, yet reports suggest King Charles quietly sent millions to ease their transition out of royal life in 2020, a detail Harry's downplayed. A 2021 Telegraph report noted Charles's financial support continued even after they stepped back, contradicting their abandoned narrative. Insiders say there's hope for Harry, but only if he steps away from the media spotlight. That's a tall order when he's so entwined with Meghan's story. Their 2021 Oprah interview, 2022 Netflix docuseries, and Spare built a brand as royal rebels, but it's a trap. The more he defends her, the harder it is to break free. Back in 2016, Harry was the cheeky prince, adored for his Invictus Games and charity work. Now, he's seen by some as a man who's traded duty for headlines. And there's more simmering beneath the surface. The royal's weapon is silence, pure, calculated, and devastating. Royal biographer Angela Levin calls it dignified silence, a tactic to starve the drama of oxygen. It's not just ignoring Meghan, it's erasing her from their world. Palace corridors don't echo with her name. Staff don't discuss her. It's as if she never existed. This isn't new for the royals. They've weathered scandals before. From Edward VIII's abdication in 1936 to Diana's 1995 Panorama interview. But this feels different, more final. Sources say it's driving Meghan to the edge. She's used to controlling the narrative. Think of her blog, The Tig, or her carefully curated Instagram before it was shut down in 2018. Now, there's nothing to grip onto. Outlets like the Daily Mail and The Sun, once eager for her story, now report with brutal honesty. Even Vogue, which crowned her a force for change in 2019, has gone quiet. A source told Us Weekly Meghan's stunned, almost paranoid, about her fading image. The irony is sharp. She's cut people off before. Her father, Thomas Markle, after his staged paparazzi photos in 2018, friends like Piers Morgan after he criticized her. Now, the royals are mirroring her playbook, and it's a masterclass in letting drama die quietly. But the whispers are growing louder, and they're hard to ignore. Things are getting murky now. Posts on X and unverified reports are stirring the pot. There's talk, pure speculation, mind you, that William's considering stripping Harry and Meghan's Sussex titles when he becomes king. It's a bold claim, but it's just chatter for now, with no official word from the palace. Other rumors suggest cracks in Harry and Meghan's marriage. Sources close to her claim she's confided about feeling isolated, even from Harry, as their Montecito life feels more like exile than freedom. These are just whispers, nothing's confirmed, but they paint a picture of a couple under pressure. Back in 2019, Meghan admitted in an ITV documentary she was not really okay, struggling with royal life. That vulnerability won hearts, but now some see her as stuck in a cycle of conflict. The royals, meanwhile, are doubling down. William and Kate are out there. Kate at a children's hospice in April 2025. William launching a homelessness initiative. Charles, despite his health struggles, hosted a state visit in March 2025. Their focus is duty, not drama. Harry's security fight, his pleas for connection, haven't softened them, they've hardened the resolve. So, where does this leave everyone? This rift is more than a family spat. It's a clash of worlds, a story of loyalty, ambition, and sacrifice. William and Kate are guarding their peace, their family, and the monarchy's legacy. Meghan and Harry, once the rebels who promised to rewrite the royal script, are struggling to keep their spark as the world grows skeptical. A May 2025 YouGov poll shows 65% of Brits view Meghan negatively, a stark contrast to her 2018 wedding day glow. There's no gloating here, no royal victory lap, just a quiet sadness. The palace isn't celebrating, they're surviving, as they always have. Harry might still have a path back, but it's narrow, paved with silence and sacrifice. Meghan? She's facing a wall of quiet that speaks louder than any headline. What's next? Will this divide deepen, or is there a twist waiting in the wings? The monarchy endures, as it has for centuries, but at what cost to those left behind? Picture this: a prince and his wife, once the world's darlings, now standing alone. Who wins when family becomes a battlefield? Think about it, and let it linger.